And today we're reviewing FOD. Fury of Dracula.
Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table. It is Monday and...
Bleh!
Blah.
Bleh! We're reviewing Fury of Dracula.
You're right, Fury of Dracula. Dracula's really tough. Real challenge. I like playing Dracula a lot. So much that I haven't played a hunter yet.
Fury of Dracula. Dracula is trying to escape
FOD.
the hunters, and that is pretty much the game. Dracula's running around Europe, trying to build his legion of vampires in order to conquer the world.
Or at least Europe.
Make room for the board.
Okay, we'll make room for the board without being annoying.
Oh, you're being annoying.
Yes,
you're
you are.
being annoying.
You're being
Now
annoying.
you're being annoying. There's the board.
There's Count Dracula's card.
Ooh. Draculicious.
And your hunters. There are 4 different hunters that actually have a turn order number to them.
And they're all in the game all the time, whether or not you have 4 players playing against Dracula.
Yeah, so you can play one-on-one.
The hunters, well, they're hunters. They're hunting Dracula. So obviously they are not just going to fall over and be easy fodder for Dracula. They're going to give Dracula a really tough fight. But the game is a lot like Scotland Yard and Letters to Whitechapel,
Yes.
in the sense that Dracula is trying to elude the
It's a chase.
Elude the
deduction game,
hunters.
Cat and mouse. Dracula's got his.
You know, in a
little
way, it's also
map.
like Innsmouth Escape, which also has the secret movement for one player.
Yeah.
Not as much secret movement.
yeah.
Well, like Letters from Whitechapel, this has got a little map for Dracula to look at, so he doesn't have to look at around the board to kind of give away where his position is. And it's got all the locations in the exact same spots. and everything
Now,
like that.
Dracula's
Pretty handy.
locations are all cards that he plays onto the track here. So that means as soon as he's played this card for Vienna, say, he cannot go to Vienna again until the cards have advanced and Vienna falls off the end of the track and back into his hand. Good luck, Dracula. You're going to get your butt kicked often.
There's a few different types of cards. Here you have your item cards. Only the hunters can get the item cards. And then you also have your
Dang it,
event
yeah,
cards.
Once I keep going.
And I think generally only the players can draw from the
Yes.
event cards.
But they could either be for the players
Or
or they could be
Dracula.
for Dracula.
Right.
On the backs of them, you either have the cross, which is good for the heroes.
Or
The
you
hero
have,
cards.
or as Robert Ford says, a bat. A bat.
A bot?
A bat.
Okay.
Now, if you're a player, if you're going to look at the top of the deck, if you see a bat, obviously you don't want to draw it. But the trick is you actually have to draw from the bottom of the deck.
So you can't
So you
tell what
can't
you're
actually
drawing.
see whether it's a card for the hunters or a card for Dracula.
Right.
Being Dracula is probably the best part of the game, but it's really hard to win as Dracula. But that makes me want to play it more because I want to be the first person to win with Dracula. And in my group and everyone who I played Fury of Dracula with, Dracula has never won.
This is a Fantasy Flight game, and that means it came with a Fantasy Flight manual. You know what this means, and it hasn't changed.
And Dracula's best move is just to flee, escape, get out of the way, run for your life, because otherwise he will be killed. Because Dracula generally, even at nighttime, which doesn't make sense, is no match for a well-equipped hunter.
So, wrapping up for Fury of Dracula. I'm going to give this one, even with the frustration factor of it and the rule book, I'll give Fury of Dracula a 9 because it can be a lot of fun.
It has always been a lot of fun.
Like,
Oh,
even
it's
if you're
been a lot of
Dracula
fun,
and getting
yeah.
your butt kicked, you're thinking, come on,
It's
there's
still
one more
a
thing.
good
I just need
challenge,
one more
like-
card. I can make it.
I don't know how many times I've just wanted to play Dracula. I don't think I've actually been a hunter yet because Dracula is such a challenge. Even though I haven't won with it yet, I'm going to give this one 9 because it's so much fun. I like the whole cat and mouse aspect of it, the deduction aspect. I like the challenge. Even though it does, like the rulebook's a little dodgy and
This
there's
is a
that
bit of
cheat
the opposite
rule.
of Letters of Whitechapel in that sense. Well,
Letters of Whitechapel
Letters
is
of
really easy
Whitechapel.
to understand how to play.
No, it's
Letters
easy
of
to understand
Whitechapel,
how to
Jack
play,
the
but I'm
Ripper
talking
is
about
like,
the frustration
it's a lot
of trying
easier.
to find.
Oh yeah.
Dracula is a lot harder to play.
Yeah, it's a little opposite. The hunters have it easier, as you know.
I give Fury of Dracula a 9. Lots of fun. Hard as heck for Dracula.
Yeah.
Like a well-equipped hunter at nighttime, Dracula's still really no threat.
Oh, you get
honestly.
the allies, just Dracula's done.
Yeah, well, you got to think of it realistically. These are not actually regular people. They're hunters who are actually hunting Dracula. It's not like Dracula's hunting them.
It's fiction.
Yeah, and they can tool up with some pretty good equipment. Don't get all militaristic on it.
Think of it realistically.
So that's it for another episode of the Gamers Table.
Yes, you
I
did
got it.
that.
That's my job. Yeah.
Tune in next week for another review. If these guys haven't killed each other.
Don't do that much.
Oh, good God.
You're a wise guy. Yeah.
How do you know my mission? And how do you know my name? Tell me your tale. Make it quick, old man.
The sage must reach the castle alive. Without him, your quest will fail.
You have a date with the High Court.